So this question comes from Dan, and he asks, how do you track expenses, making sure you're getting enough profit? Like I just mentioned in the previous video, is that it depends where you are with your business. The way you track expenses and keeping track of just your numbers and making sure you're actually making money and profit is going to be different from when you have 0 customers to when you get 1 or 2 per week to where you're getting 1 or 2 per day. So those are going to require completely different systems, accountants, bookkeepers, software to really get things going. So I'm more than certain you're in the beginning phase, as probably 80% of the people that reach out to me are kind of in the beginning phases. So if you're starting off and you want to see if you're making money, how do you keep track of your expenses? You want to keep things very, very simple, because you have a very, very simple business at that moment. You're not bringing in revenue. If you are, it's probably like less than $100 per week. So it's not like you need to get crazy, because you shouldn't get crazy, because there's nothing for you to get crazy about with your business. So, number one is like, don't go into debt. Don't open up a credit line or buy $5,000 worth of products and tools on a credit card. Don't go out and look for a new van. Don't go out and, don't do those stuff, and you're already in a good position. So when it comes to that, I would say don't even worry about it at that moment. If you're just starting off, don't worry about, how do I track my expenses? I would highly recommend, and I always say this advice, before you worry about all those things about should I get an LLC, how do I do my taxes, how do I track expenses, how much profit should I make, before you do any of that, if you're just starting off, I'll say go and detail, or go make $500 in the next 30 days. Or go make $500 in the next 45 days, or go make $1,000 in the next 45 days. Doing just that already helps you answer a lot of your own questions, and then it helps you refine your questions of the ones that you already have. Because a lot of the things that you think you need, or the things you need help with, they're just complete assumptions, and the only reason you're asking is because you're waiting for someone to give you directions. But if you actually just go out there and take action, you'll figure out on your own through just going through it. You'll get more, refined questions that okay, you know what? I was gonna ask this, but I did that vehicle and it took me 6 hours and yada yada yada. Now I know a better question to ask. So I get a lot of questions, very basic, entry level questions, and my same response is, look, before you do any of that, right? Before you think about doing your taxes or whatever, insurance and all that, just go make $500 in the next 45 days. Getting experience, actually doing the work, actually contacting, talking with customers, or actually just getting paid will give you a different sense of what to do, and just it'll just help you move forward. So that's the advice I give you. On top of that, this could be a very sophisticated question that needs a lot more time. So I'll get to it some other time. But for starters, that's what I recommend. If you have any questions, comments that you'd like me to answer, leave those in the comment section down below, and I will see you on the next one.